Welcome to Vernon Reno's Master Control Center. This is episode number 111. Yeah, I think. Yeah. It was a 111. So we're going to do a whole lot of tiling. I try and make these only about 20 minutes long, so as not to stretch your your attention span. I know 20 minutes is probably about it. That's about it for me. So, anyways, there's quite a few hours of footage of tiling in the bathroom with the the bathtub shower and whatnot. So I'm going to try and get the whole thing of tiling done onto the one episode. If not, well, I guess you'll find out when I make another one with more tile. Anyway, there's lots of clever little things that I say. We can't edit it all out. I mean, it's not that often I say something clever, okay? But anyway, we're going to do some tiling. Yeah. Alright. We'll catch you later, eh? So one wall's done. I can actually put one more tile higher at the very top and still have room to the ceiling. Might do that, see how it works. If I did that, then I wouldn't have to paint the wall there. But I'm going to do the two sides first and see how much tile we've got left over as to whether or not we can do one last row on the very top. Anyway, did these little cutout thingies. What a pain in the ass. Actually turned out pretty good. I'm kind of surprised. You know, it's a little fucked up in a couple spots. Not too bad, I don't think. Anyway. I don't know, looks alright to me. How's it look to you? Huh? Yeah. It's kind of fun. It's very nerve-wracking though. I mean, trying to get it to on the wall within a certain length of time before the mortar sets up, obviously. And then trying to get it all even and square and straight and all the rest of it. Try and correct an error on one side and you end up fucking it up over here instead. You know, very difficult. I had lines up behind the wall. I had lines going this way. I had marks on the corner for when the mud covered over those lines, and still, you know, it still was not straight. And, you know, I tried doing the level thing on top, you know, but other than getting the level filthy dirty, it's still, you know, it's very difficult. This the cuts for these cutout things, I thought I took a water-soluble felt and I put the tiles over with the pegs between the spacers, and I did it on the outside with felt so that you've got the width of felt, plus I took a little bit extra off that. The width of the felt wasn't as big as these spacers, so I thought, okay, well I got more than enough space, but it seems to me that it's still a bit, it should have been more cut off. I don't know. I tried really hard, and it just didn't seem to quite go my way on that sort of thing there in a couple. Anyway, I got some cleanup to do on some of the tiles, obviously, and it'll all come off with water, and actually it'll come off with a scraper even if it's dry, so it's not a big deal. It's just a matter of making sure it's not sticking through too much between the tiles. Anyway, there you go. Got these two to do now. Might need some more mud too. So like a dumb idiot, the first part, when I did the tile, when I bought the trowel, originally we were going to do the floor tiles. That was the only tile we picked up. So when we got the trowel, it was for the floor tiles, not for the wall tiles, because the floor tiles were going to be 1/4 inch. These wall tiles are only 3/16 of an inch. So you're supposed to use a trowel that's equivalent to the tile. So the thickness and the grooves for the mortar, are the right size. So the whole back wall is done with a 1/4 inch trowel with really big teeth. So basically it's 2 or 3 times as much mortar on that back wall than there needs to be. And that's probably why I was having such a hard time getting it all even and straight, and so that it's not wavy in and out all the way along. And but it would have been a lot easier if I'd used the right trowel. But I don't like to do things the easy way. I mean, why start now? Proper tools? Come on, calm down, eh? Let's not get carried away. Start using the proper tools and, people want you to get things done in a timely manner. Huh? Once you get the hang of this, it actually becomes pretty easy. And it's a hell of a lot easier to do with the right trowel because the mortar is a lot thinner and a lot easier. It's not wiggling back over this way and up and down so much. I mean, you still have to line it up and get it straight. That's hard enough as it is, but when it's all, and you're trying to keep it from being wavy as well, what a pain in the ass, I'll tell you. Anyway, sort of on a roll, so you keep your knuckles out of the butt. Just somehow it just seems to flow together, and don't get your fingers and your knuckles and whatever else, well, not whatever else, but fingers, knuckles in the mud, the mortar, whatever you want to call it. Whatever I feel like calling it today. It's funny because some tiles are just slightly a different size, and if you get, I don't know, maybe I'm supposed to lay the tiles out ahead of time so that they're all the same exact size and whatnot, but some of them occasionally are a little bit wider or narrower or whatever you want to call them than another tile next to it. And then you start getting this up and down thing, and you've got to compensate. And I've tried lining the tiles up so they're all facing the same direction, and so when I put them up, they're all the same. The writing on the back is the same, but that doesn't seem to matter. I guess it's when they're making them in the baking process or something, they, maybe go a little bit too much this way or a little bit too much that way, or sure is a pain in the ass. Doesn't help any that some of these plastic things aren't all the exact same size either. I tell you, it's a conspiracy. Just out to get me all this shit, I expect everything to be uniform and exactly the same, and it's not. Just making sure they're not wavy. Don't have to worry nearly as much about that waviness like on the back wall here, because the mortar is really thin. Not like thin as in, oh my god, it's going to fall off, but it's thin as in, when you push it, it's not going anywhere. It's not going. If you push too hard here, it's not going to. That was almost 3D. The other thing was, I told myself that I couldn't have lunch until I finished this one wall. And well, food is a very big motivator for me. Well, so sex, but food happens every day. The other is like, I don't know, I have to check my calendar. But food, you know, food. So, all I can say now is, it's lunchtime. Except, it's not even lunchtime. I suppose I could just start on the other wall. So, well, I gotta fix my little grody things and whatnot anyways, and still won't be time for lunch by the time I do that. Damn. Like I said, it's only one more tile to the ceiling, so if I have enough tile left over after I do the other wall to do the whole thing, then I will. I mean, with the bits and pieces of cut stuff that I have, I should be able to easily do it, you know, in the few tiles where I've screwed something up. You know, whatever. It's bound to happen. Could happen to anyone. So there. Remarkably little correcting to do on the grout and whatnot. So I'm happy about that. That one fits better. So we're going to pop this off. Oh, we're going to try and pop it off. I'm going to rip my fingernails off. Yowza. I don't mind telling you, boys and girls, that hurt. Alan's fingernails are not happy with him right now. Not happy at all. That fits much better. A little bit wider than the other one. Whoa! So, gonna be doing the tiling on this side now. And this is the part I've been dreading, is getting it around this and the shower head up top. So yeah, I've roughed approximately where I need to cut, but until I get the mud on the wall and I get the spacers in there, I'm not going to know exactly where to cut. And the spacer that goes over top is only so big, so especially for the shower head up top. So I thought this one here, I've got more of a leeway around it because it's much larger diameter on the inside, that it can hide more of a, how shall I put it politely, a fuck up. So we're going to do the bottom one first. This one here has a large metal piece with a rubber gasket that covers it as well. So it's not such a big worry either. But of course I still want to do as good a job as possible. Somebody might take something like this off or the other thing off one day and go, what the hell did somebody do? What a moron. I think I've said that a few times this little while that I've been doing this as well. Probably because I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Anyway, so let's go see what I made in the other room for cutting the tile, shall we? Yeah, let's. So to cut the tiles, basically what I've done is I've made a jig. Now this is going to hold it in place while I cut the tile, obviously. So this is the jig. Basically it's a couple slats of wood. I've screwed it into another slat of wood down below so that the tiles can slide between them, and then it'll hold it while I'm drilling. So we'll be using a variable speed drill, obviously, and this is our what we're going to use to cut. You can go to different sizes and whatnot. That's pretty much the smallest we can make it for cutting out a hole for a 1/2-inch pipe. So we'll try that and see how that works. Might be some chips flying in the air and whatnot. So yeah, I'm actually going to use my safety goggles again. Might as well get my money's worth out of them. Oh, see how this goes. I'm not nervous, I'm just petrified. Alrighty. There are little spacer thingies in there. Go. So I've translated my spatial data from the tile that I marked into the front side, because you're supposed to drill through the front side, onto another tile. And I've adjusted the bit head so that it is a bit wider than the last time. My stupid glasses on, throw some gloves on, because last time I got a piece in the finger. Of course, I'm wearing shorts. This makes a lot of sense, huh? Okay. We're through on that last tiny bit. I certainly hope so, because that sound is driving me insane. Look at that. Let's go see how that fits. You know, I think I nailed that one. Right along the line, we're all straight, we're even. There we go. And then this I cut earlier, with the hope in hell it'll fit there. Just perfect. Oh my God. It's almost like I know what I'm doing. Holy crap. It does fit good. Set up just a bit before I continue on, because that was nerve-wracking and I'm exhausted. I think I need a beer. Just 2 more nerve-wracking cuts to make. But that went so well, I mean, how can I go wrong? I think I just jinxed myself. Yeah. Alright. Gonna go have a beverage break because that went so well. Something with bubbles in it. Maybe something with a % sign. Okie dokie. I'll see you in a couple minutes. And here comes the fun part. Marked, we're gonna cut out this part here. Safety first. Put our glasses on. Put our gloves on. And yet, we're still wearing shorts. There we go. Well, we're getting there. So, just have to, when we get up here, cut the one for the shower thing. And then we'll have all our controls pretty wickedly cool. And then this shower stall will be the ultimate weapon in the universe. Oh wait, that's wrong. The little bag that the little plastic spacers come in, I just cut the top off and taped it to the wall to make a nice little holder. Well, I thought it was a good idea. I thought it was absolute sheer brilliant genius. But whatever. Alright, a little bit more mud and a little less talking. What did I do with the towel? Oh, bad hair day. Oh. Bam. One more roll. We're done. Except for maybe putting one more towel on the very top and then a part of the towel. We'll see. I mean, we've got more than enough towel left over. We've got 2/3 of a box at least. So it's kind of a shame, actually, that we didn't use like maybe 20 towels less than we did. Then we could return a whole box. Anyway. So while the tile's doing its tile thing, drying, whatever, I'm going to start on the countertop in the sink here. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. So look, I'm wearing a white shirt. For those of you that are actual geeks that watched the whole thing and whatnot, you'll actually get the reference to that. I think I said I only have 2 of them. The rest are all gray or brown. Beige. Yeah, beige. It's that whole single guy thing. Although a lot of them are brownish or gray. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. If you didn't, well, it's 20 minutes of your life you're never getting back. Alright.